The Silicon Hills of Central Texas helping fulfill a global need. Today, University of Texas leaders and federal lawmakers unveiled UT's newest step into the semiconductor industry. Semiconductor chips go into almost every piece of modern technology, and lawmakers have been trying to incentivize more companies to make them here. Tonight, KVUE's Mike Marute shows us how UT's new Texas Institute for Electronics could boost chip production right here in the U.S.
The Texas Institute for Electronics, TI for short, won't be one single building, but a massive investment across multiple Austin-based campuses to take semiconductor chips into the future. TI will look to put University of Texas at the front of research into advanced semiconductors, as well as training students to make the chips. U.S. Senator John Cornyn and Congressman McCaul emphasized in today's roundtable the need for more advanced chips that are made here domestically. Right now, Taiwan is the largest producer of semiconductor chips globally. The U.S. only makes about 13% of the world's chips. According to university leaders, research at the Texas Institute for Electronics has already started, but one major challenge will be balancing the need for researchers with the growing demand for workers that will go into semiconductor chip production.
If CHIPS passes, it'll increase the crisis of workforce development. So that's a real challenge. You can build factories, but you need skilled workers to go with it.
While the Texas Institute for Electronics already has some facilities and programs up and running, the university hopes to expand the programming using funding from the CHIPS Act, which will provide $13 billion in research and development funds to labs and universities across the country. The CHIPS Act passed in 2020, but the funding has been stuck in Congress the past year and a half. Now, funding for the bill is headed to a conference committee where members of the Senate and the House will sort out their differences. In the studio, I'm Mike Marute.
Mike, thanks a lot. Semiconductor manufacturers do a lot of business in Central Texas and employ thousands of people in the Austin area. Samsung, NXP, Infineon, Micron, AMD, and Silicon Labs have factories or offices here in the Austin area. Of course, Samsung planning to build that new $17 billion semiconductor plant in Taylor that aims to be up and running by the end of 2024. Applied Materials also has facilities here in the area. That company makes materials that other companies use to make chips.